Hey, I am Reverend Maureen Cotton from the Soulful Wedding. I'm a minister for the spiritual but not religious, and today I want to talk to you about the ring warming as a way to help your wedding ceremony be meaningful and authentic to you. A ring warming is a really beautiful ritual that is especially beautiful for the simplicity and strength of its symbolism and its flexibility. I really truly believe any couple who is exchanging wedding rings could find beauty and meaning in the ring warming. Basically, what is it? A ring warming is an opportunity for other people to put a prayer, a blessing, or simply a good wish, a happy thought into your wedding rings before you exchange them. It's a really beautiful way to make people feel included. Who can be included? It could be just your immediate families, it could be your families and your wedding party, it could be your entire gathered community. I have done this ritual with as many as 200 people participating. What is so beautiful about this ritual is that when you ask people to participate in this way, everybody can really do it in their own way. Some people will be really prayerful. Some people will just think a happy thought and pass it on. But everyone is going to get that little bit of connection. And when they see you in the future, you're going to find, I hear this from my couples, they are interested to see the ring. They remember their moment with it. It really makes them feel a part of the day. There's two major ways that I think of to do the logistics of it. One is if you're going to involve everybody who's there. If you have a wedding gathering that is, I don't know, maybe 30 people or more, my suggestion is to introduce the idea of the ring warming toward the beginning of the ceremony, let people know what the idea is, give them specific instructions for how to put their happy thought into the ring, and then have the rings be passed around as the ceremony is going on. On average, the ceremonies that I perform are around 30 minutes, and that is typically plenty of time for the rings to go around to the whole community. Only once did I ever call for the rings toward the end of the ceremony, and they weren't ready quite yet. And that was in Texas, in an area that I'm thinking is pretty religious, so it was a pretty prayerful community. And when that happened, the rings were almost done. I turned to the musicians, I asked them if they could make music for a few more minutes so that the bridesmaids could have their opportunity to put the to give their blessing. So if you have a really large community and you're worried that the rings might not get back in time, you can have that backup plan that music could play. But I have done this ceremony many times, and it only happened that one time. So I would generally say not to worry about it. But that is how you would invite your whole community to do it. If you're having a really small wedding, maybe a dozen, maybe 20 or so people, maybe up to 30, you could have the ring warming really be more of its own moment, where instead of it going on in the background of the ceremony, it is the main event. You definitely want to have music happening to help it be a more contemplative moment, and the rings can kind of just get passed around and people are in the moment. Another option that you can do, whatever the size of your wedding, like let's say you have 200 people, but you're too nervous to send the rings around to everyone, you're too nervous they won't come back in time, and that makes you feel anxious. What you can do is just have your wedding party and your immediate family participate. So logistically, here's what this looks like. Often the wedding party is already standing on either side of you. So your officiant could say, I now invite the siblings and the parents to come up and join us up here. Maybe your siblings are already in the wedding party, maybe not. Maybe you don't have a wedding party, now everybody comes up. But in whatever exact way it happens, your officiant invites whoever you want to participate to come up, and they kind of form a line on each side. The rings start on one side, and then they go down to the other side. Again, have music, and then have that last person know they need to bring the rings to you. No matter how you do it, the idea is all the same. You're really inviting your community to be part of this moment with you, to share in your happiness. It's a beautiful ritual. Lots of luck, and then just remember, you want to think about if you want a dish or a box for the rings, if you want to tie them together in a little bag, or just with a tie. I even had one couple do it totally bare, however you like.